Hi guys, it's about time I sorted out the steering on the quad bike. You might remember that I've taken out the auto return center pin thing, whatever you want to call it, and we're running the steering motor using a small ESC, which does give us hobby grade steering, but we haven't got proportional control. So we're either going to put this large metal gear servo in or the small one. Now, to be honest, I suspect the small one will probably do the job, but the large one will probably fit, I think. Have to work it out a bit. Right. So take that out. Yeah, a bit pushed for space to put the big one in. Question is that one strong enough to take the stress? Keeps coming back to using the small one. I might just try the small one, see how long it lasts. After a bit of fussing around, I am going to go for the small servo. And if I trim the bodywork a little bit, I can actually get it far enough forwards. You can still have this in place. Have that far forwards, and it'll actually fit. under there, but I'll have to cut a little hole at the top somewhere for the push rod to come through to connect up here. Well, the general idea is there. Might need to use a slightly thicker push rod. I'm only using a paper clip anyway, theory being that the paper clip will bend before we damage the gears on that little servo. But the bit of paper clip I've used is too short, which is why it's turning to the right at the moment. So I need to readjust that. I don't know if you'll be able to see in there and see the servo arm. Oh, just pokes out a little bit there and I go all the way. Right, that's aligned a bit better. And as I say, the theory is using a fairly soft wire there, a paper clip, that should bend when these get banged up against the wall or something, rather than damaging the servo inside. Whether it's strong enough to do the job, we won't know until we give it a run. Now I've got to tuck all that lot back up in there. The receiver goes right up in there, in here, in the motor. That's where there's space available. Right up in there. And now we only need one ESC. We were using two, one for the front and one for the back. So that'll go up in there as well. And that'll actually give me a little bit more room for the battery that I got to get in there. Well, I say got to. That one fits in there fine. I was looking at using a slightly bigger 2S, but I'll probably just use that one. Well, had a minor disaster when I put it all back together. This sort of grey, well, I'll call it pipe work for now, is what holds the top end of the quad bike together, the seat and all the rest of it. And when I put it back in place, it actually crushed my push rod. I'd got my push rod underneath it, so I had no steering. I don't know if we can see that at all, but luckily it was easy enough to fix. I've just taken the push rod off again, then put it in on top of this cross member. So now we have full steering. So we'll give it a try. well, I'm quite happy with that. We seem to have the steering okay. I've banged into a few things and it's still steering okay. So we'll have to try it outdoors somewhere. Chin up, mate. There we go. Oh, just to add an extra point, I did manage to get a Lipo alarm in there as well. Now that I've cleared a bit of space out. I don't know if I can do this with one hand. It's not neat and tidy in there, I just pushed it all in. But yeah, there we are. So we've got a Lipo alarm, that fits up in there. And the battery, nice little 2S Lipo, fits in there. So we're running on 2S. And we're now fully hobby grade in that we've got ESC for the back wheels and a servo driving the steering, proportional servo.
Thanks for watching. You'll find more information down in the video description. You might like to watch that video up there, and you might like to subscribe over there.